After I spent $8,000 of my own money on small gun safes, I tested the biometrics, I found deadly design flaws, I tested long-term reliability, and a couple of safes broke all by themselves. And then I probably tested over 10 small gun safes to see just how tough they really are. And with all that, these are my top gun safe picks. This is Viking Security Multi-Gun Safe. Main features: no keys, no batteries to worry about, and a best mechanical push-button lock for quick, reliable access. The Kaba simplex lock is not cheap all by itself, as you can see here. With Viking, you also get interior LED light. The Viking safe also comes in many other configurations, as you can see here. And now onto my pry rating. The Viking safe is built tough with a 5mm door. The door is also laser cut. This makes for a smaller gap that is harder to insert pry tools. Also features a 40mm steel deadbolt. This is a 27-pound tank of a small safe. In my pry testing of other safes, this is up there with the Fort Knox. These are next level small safes with massive pry protection. The Viking safe gets a 5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. The most important thing you need when you place your gun in a tank of a little safe is knowing you can get it out quickly and reliably. And with this push button lock, you can 100% get in when you need to. This is my standard lock for quick access. The Viking safe gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: for the price, they are the best bang for the buck. You really can't beat a mechanical safe. This is the Stealth Shadow SV1 gun safe. Main features: this is the most secure gun safe you can buy, even more secure than a Fort Knox, V-Line, or even Viking safe, and here is why. The Stealth Shadow features a UL-approved S&G Spartan Electronics deadbolt. This thing is even EMP rated. S&G locks are the type of electronics found on bigger safes. You won't find this on any other small safes. The Stealth safe features a super thick 7-gauge steel lid, 10-gauge steel body with a gas strut to help lift that heavy lid, foam interior with space for 2 full-size pistols. And now onto my pry rating. With the 7-gauge steel lid and steel deadbolt, the Stealth safe is on another level of protection. Even a skilled attacker is going to have major problems with this little safe. If you need the best of the best, this is it. The SV1 gets a 6 out of 5 rating. It just broke my rating system. Now my quick access rating. The UL listed S&G electronic lock is simply the best you can find in the small safe category. Just simply input your code and twist the dial and you're in. The Shadow Vault SV1 gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: the Shadow SV1 is the most secure small gun safe you can find. This would be my go-to storage option, but also a great quick access bedside safe. It's a tank. This is the Sentry Biometric Gun Safe. Main features: it's built super damn tough, taking over 23 minutes of full force pry attack with stage 3 tools. Not in a million years did I ever think it would be this tough, just with one locking latch. The Sentry Safe features a gas strut to help lift and lower that heavy steel lid. Enter the safe with either biometrics, electronic number pad, or mechanical key. And now onto my pry rating. Take a look at just how much damage this way under $200 safe took. This little safe gives you real pry protection. I have the full pry test on my channel if you wanted to see just how tough this safe is. The Sentry Safe earns a 4 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. I tested my Sentry Safe for over 3 years without any issues, and even though it took a lot of damage, it still registers my fingerprint to this day, as you can see here. The biometrics are also more secure than my $300 Vault Tech, and it passed my wet and powder test. What's not to like here? The Sentry Safe earns a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: I would say this is more than just a gun locker. It's truly a tiny safe. Sentry is my top budget brand. This is the Fort Knox multi-pistol box safe. Main features: its first main feature is made in the USA with a limited lifetime warranty. You won't find this on the Chinese-made safes that litter all over Amazon. Fort Knox uses the simplex push-button lock. This is the best mechanical lock you can get in the small safe category, in my opinion. And now onto my pry rating. I tried to pry into my personal little tank, as you can see with this Fort Knox PB1 model. In the category of small quick access safes, I base my top tier pry rating system thanks to how well the Fort Knox safes are designed and made. This Fort Knox pistol box safe gets a 5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. If my life is on the line and I have to lock my defensive gun in a safe, this is the lock mechanism you want for reliable quick access. The simplex push button lock is fast and easy to use. The Fort Knox safe gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: it's not cheap, but it's going to last a lifetime and it's going to work when you need it to. There really is no other choice. This is the Secured 40 gun locker. Main features: if you want a reliable gun locker that will last more than a few years, then the Secured 40 is the one for the job. I've had my Secured locker for over 3 years and have never had one issue. And if you also need a portable gun locker for your vehicle, the Secured has pre-drilled holes for permanent mounting and comes in at just 33 pounds. And now onto my pry rating. The Secured 40 has one locking latch and 2 smaller bolts at either end of the door, as you can see here. The Secured gets a 3.5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. The simple electronic keypad works great and have not had any battery drain issues with the Secured locker. There is a barrel key for the mechanical lock. Not the best, but this is a light duty locker. The Secured gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: this is a quality made locker. This is one that I wouldn't be surprised working in 10 years. This is V-Line's Brute XD push button gun safe. Main features: this one is thick, constructed of rugged 10-gauge steel with an overlapping lid, making it virtually pry-proof when bolted down to a secure surface. Has a gas strut to help lift and lower that heavy steel lid, and the best lock in the small safe industry, that being the Simplex Kaba push-button lock. And now onto my pry rating. From my test on similar safes like you see here with my Fort Knox, with its own very pry-resistant design, the Brute XD takes it to another level with its 100% overlapping design. If you need more protection than a Fort Knox or Viking safe, this is the one. The V-Line Brute XD gets a 6 out of 5 pry rating. It just broke my rating system. Now my quick access rating. The Simplex lock that is also made in the US is not cheap all by itself. They are easy to reprogram and even easier to use. This is the lock I use for my personal quick access gun safe, with no batteries or electronics to think about, and even better with no keyhole to pick open. It's truly lockpicking lawyer proof. The V-Line Brute XD gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: all V-Line push button safes make perfect vehicle safes. With no electronics or batteries to worry about, neither extreme hot or cold will affect these safes. You really can't beat a mechanical gun safe. This is the King Fort Knox PB1 multi-gun safe. Main features: when I lock my gun in a little tank of a safe, I want to know I can get it out. That's why I'm 100% sold on the Kaba Simplex push-button lock. And it's not cheap all by itself, as you can see here. Plus, Fort Knox has a lifetime warranty and are made in the USA. And now onto my pry rating. I tried to pry into this little tank, and as you can see here with my PB1 model, I can tell you this: my pry tools are pretty much useless. Even if I could get some pry leverage, you're now dealing with thick 10-gauge steel and this massive steel bolt. I base my top-tier rating system on how Fort Knox safes are designed and built. The Fort Knox gets a 5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. If my life is on the line, I don't want batteries or electronics to worry about. I want a 100% mechanical safe, and that's why my Fort Knox is my personal bedside safe. The push button lock is fast and easy to use, and it's just going to work for years to come. The Fort Knox earns a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: Fort Knox safes are my go-to vehicle safes. Neither extreme cold or heat will affect these little tanks. This is the Vaultek Pro VE gun safe. Main features: the Pro VE is Vaultek's toughest small safe. With 14-gauge carbon steel construction, this is the thickest gauge of steel Vaultek offers in this class. Features auto-opening lid, rechargeable battery that lasts up to 4 to 6 months, also includes a steel security cable for on-the-go securement, and 2 pre-drilled holes for permanent placement. And now onto my pry rating. With 14-gauge steel and 2 steel locking latches, and with Vaultek's anti-pry design, this safe is a prying nightmare. If the Sentry safe with 1 locking latch took 23 minutes with stage 3 pry tools, you are going to want to skip the pry tools altogether for the Vaultek Pro VE. The Vaultek Pro VE gets a 5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. The Pro VE is a simple electronic safe. You can quickly enter the safe with either the number pad or good old-fashioned mechanical key. With my personal Vaultek safe has been 100% reliable for over 3 years, and I expect nothing less from any Vaultek safe. The Vaultek Pro VE gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: if you want the toughest small electronic safe, the Pro VE is your only choice. This is the Verify Biometric Rifle Safe. Main features: the Verify Safe features a self-diagnostic test every 24 hours or after every use. There's also an open door alarm, battery meter, tamper alerts, and data log. Automatic opening and locking door. Also comes with adjustable shelves and includes 5 padded barrel holders. Designed to fit 2 ARs or AK type rifles with magazines attached. Adjustable interior light, and the best biometrics I tested out of all major safe brands. And now onto my pry rating. This looks to be a stronger rifle locker than most in its class, say compared to this RPMB style rifle lockers you see here. With concealed hinges and recessed door that helps protect against pry attacks, the Verify Safe gets a 4 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. Verify Safes feature an FBI rated touch chips TCS1 fingerprint sensor, and my biometric test has easily passed my wet and powder test. It was also the hardest safe to biohack. You can see these advanced biometric tests on my channel. The Verify Safe gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought: I have owned 2 Verify Safes that have performed flawlessly over 3 years. These are quality safes that I put my trust into. This is Vaultek's MXI Multi-Pistol Smart Safe. Main features: if you want a smart safe, this is the one. With Wi-Fi connectivity, you can view the safe data and receive instant alerts for safe activity right to your smartphone. Manage and monitor your safe remotely from your Wi-Fi app or online web dashboard. View battery levels, history log, interior temperature, plus humidity. Be alerted everywhere for tampering, impacts, or when the safe has been opened. Comes with a rechargeable lithium battery, modular interior lighting, high-density twin pistol rack, with storage up to 8 handguns. And now onto my pry rating. From the build of my Vaultek VS20i and my test of 10 safes in the small safe category, Vaultek makes a tough product. The Vaultek MXI is made from 14-gauge carbon steel progressively formed body and 12-gauge steel door, and features anti-pry bar and dual impact latches, as well as instant alerts through Vaultek's app. The Vaultek gets a 5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. There are a lot of ways to gain access into this safe. First is with the biometric fingerprint sensor, digital number pad, mechanical key, or from Vaultek's app, or with the Nano Smart button. The safe gets the award for the most ways in. My testing of my VS20i biometrics went well, with the average time to open in 1 second flat. It also passed my wet and powder test. The Vaultek MXi gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, the safe is pretty damn cool. Not cheap, but no one makes a better smart safe than Vaultek. How I rate stuff. I know it looks like I rate everything highly, but I really did spend $8,000 on these small safes, all put on my credit cards, and then I get no views on YouTube. Alright, enough about my suffering, so let's start with the curious case of the Bill Conch. This locker would lock down in place with your right hand, as you can see here, but with only one small tap in the middle of the lid, it would open all by itself. I even thought it might have been possessed by Satan, but that actually turned out not to be the case. You have to press down in the middle of the lid to lock the lid down, as there are 2 locking latches with this locker. And trust me, that's one deadly design. Now onto the pry test. The Bill Conch was tougher than I thought it would be with this sheet metal build. And as you can see here, the 2 locking latches broke off into the body, but they did detach from the sheet metal lid. The Bill Conch got a 2.5 out of 5 pry rating. Now here is the RPMB lockbox, with only one tiny locking latch, as you can see here. By the way, if you ever see this tiny locking latch design, it's probably not going to be a tough locker. Anyway, here is the full pry test. And there you go, 8 seconds to pry open. The RPMB got a 1 out of 5 pry rating. This list is not in order because I wanted to show this Sifely lockbox, as it has a similar latch design as the RPMB. It was a little tougher and took 1 minute and 8 seconds with stage 1 pry tools. The Sifely got a 2 out of 5 pry rating. And here is the RPMB single pistol locker. Side note, this locker would drain its batteries as it sat. This is not good and was the only locker to have battery drain issues. And here is the full pry test. And that's another 1 out of 5 pry rating for RPMB. Let's move up half a rating from the RPMB with the Onias. The Onias looks just like the Ananus. I'm just gonna call it the Anus from now on. They do look the same, but they are not 100% the same. And here is the Anus test, starting with stage 1. So let's see how fast we can get in here. The anus just popped open in 13 seconds with stage 1 pry tools. And here is the Onias test. So that one took 35 seconds and actually bent the lid. The Onias earned a 1.5 out of 5 pry rating. And here is the only cheap brand that stood out, even though it was recalled for its biometrics. But I do believe Allsafe has fixed the biometric issues as of now. I really thought I was going to get in fast and easy with this under $100 safe, but as you can see here, it does have a nice size single locking latch. And to my surprise, took 3 minutes and 82 seconds with level 3 pry tools. And so there is my 3 out of 5 pry rating. Now we move to a stage 4 rating, the Sentry Safe. You will need to go to my channel and find the full test, because it took 23 minutes and 47 seconds with stage 3 pry tools. That was not fun or easy, trust me. So what is a stage 5 rating? Pretty much means pry attacks aren't going to work. Here is my Fort Knox PB1. The design alone prevents any possibility to pry into, as you can see here. Stage 5 is pretty much angle grinder territory. And there you go, my 1 out of 5 pry rating system. Until next time, see you then.